Hey everyone, I got this wireless charger called the Love Blue for Samsung. Here it says Elobeth. When I ordered it, it was called Love Blue. But anyway, here is the box. Just want to do a quick unboxing of that and show you what it does. So I have the Gear S3, and take a look in the comments below for my review on this. And if you have any questions, I've had this watch for quite some time. Be happy to answer any questions. But needed to get another charger. I will point out that the S3 and the S2 charger are not the same. Number of people online have been selling them as one or the other interchangeable. They are not. The S3 is bigger. The Gear S3 is bigger, so you're going to need a larger base, a larger charging space, a larger puck, for lack of a better word, to charge it. So I'll also show you a comparison between this one and the one for the S2. Basically what happens is the S2 one will in fact charge the S3, but it takes a long time because the magnet's not right, the right spot, and because it's smaller, it doesn't necessarily line up with the back of the watch in the spot where it would charge. So let's go ahead and unbox this, and I hope that information I just shared was helpful. So let's go ahead and pull this off. Okay, put that aside. Same thing. So, gonna open this guy up. In here you have a regular wall charging plug. Has a little plastic thing over there, so that's that. And then here is your base right here. You're gonna see right here that it has this charger. Okay, and then also on the front here you have 3 USB ports, a 1 amp, another 1 amp, and in the middle is your fast charging 2 amp. So I've seen 2.1 amps on other models, but this is a 2 amp. So now what we're going to do is plug this in the wall. As you can see right there, there's the other end of the plug right there. This is kind of cool because I've seen a lot of devices, a lot of electronics, even household items that have a similar charger. So imagine if you lost this or broke this, it'd be easier to replace. So I kind of like that idea. So let's go ahead and set this up and then show you how it charges the watch. And then I'll grab the Gear S2 charger, which I have, and show you how that's not the same size as this. All right, now I've plugged this in, and the cord is actually probably about 6 feet long, so it gives you a little bit of room to move it around here. Pulled off this little plastic thing. So I'm going to take my watch here. I'm going to put it on the stand. See how that works. And 2 hours remaining, so I'm going to let that go anyhow and charge up while I talk a little bit more about the instructions that come in here, and I'll grab the other charger and show you the difference in size. So as you can see, this fits very nicely on the back of the watch. As you can see, this part here, the charging part, sits right in the middle, right where you'd expect it to sit, and it seems to be charging very nicely. So we'll let that do its thing. Also, it's nice because you can charge your phone there as well. And here is a little paperwork that came along with it in the bottom of the box. So it says 3-port Qi wireless charging stand user manual. On this side, which was kind of interesting, it says 4 ports multifunctional dock. So I would imagine that means the 3 in the front and then this. So that's the case there. So on and so on. What this was kind of cool is that it's good for the S3 and S3 Classic, but also I would agree that they'd be backwards compatible because this is just larger on here. So it makes sense that the 2 would be supported. But it also supports the Moto 360 as well as the Apple Watch, the LG Watch Style, which is nice. So a number of different devices can be charged with this. And then in here, it's just going to show you basically what I did there is plug it into the wall, put your watch on, and let it go. So this gives you a little bit of other information there. Half-year warranty. That's interesting. Never heard that. Yeah, that's the deal on this. And let me go and show you real quick the other charger that I have. So this is probably about 1 inch high to start off as far as height goes. It looks like there's vents here to maybe allow heat to dissipate. So that's interesting. And it's definitely in there fairly tight. So let me go grab that other charger and show you what I was talking about there. Okay, so here's the S2 charger that's right next to it. And you can see on their model, sorry, it's not that clear, but anyway, this is an S2 charger that I've been using for the S3. And I'll show you the difference between it. When you drop this on, in the back, you'll see here that this does not come up to the top. There's about, a finger's worth of space right there. Whereas on this guy, it's right up to the top, right over the top actually. And that makes a world of difference. And I'll actually line these two right next to each other. And it's kind of hard to show because of the lip on this, but let me put it behind. Essentially, the fact that this part right here, that's probably the better way to show it, is much smaller than this part, doesn't give you as much contact space to charge, and therefore when you're charging this device up on here, it's just, sometimes it'll sit just right and it'll be fine, other times it goes on, off, on, off, on, off, and it'll just flash in and out. So definitely don't recommend getting the S2 charger for an S3, and if you have an S2, you may as well just go to the next size if it's bigger, if you're going to buy something. So this sits in here nicely, as I said, and definitely seems to be good so far. And I guess if you had two watches, you could probably even plug the USB cable into here and charge another base off of that. So definitely your phone and other things as well. So it makes for a nice charge station. What do you think of this item? Is it something you'd consider buying? Have you gotten one? Is there anything I'm missing that you'd like to share as well? Thanks so much for watching the video. Definitely subscribe and provide any comments below. I greatly appreciate you watching.